we are hearing Bhagavad Gita. Now, Supreme Lord Shri Krishna is describing his Vibhutis, extensions. So, the day before yesterday, I was not sure, so I checked that yes, the 12 Adityas means 12 suns. For each month there is one sun presiding, and the names were given. So among them, Krishna is Vishnu, the sun named Vishnu. And there are 8 Vasus. They are demigods. They are in charge of this administration and some material elements. So Pavak is Agni, fire, like Anil is wind god, and that is Pavan. But Krishna, among all these 8 Vasus, is Pavak, which is Agni or fire. Of the mountains, I am the Sumeru. And then we heard that Krishna is Om, and of sacrifices he is Japa Yagya or Nam Yagya. And Kapil of Siddhas and all these different Vibhutis. So today we will continue. Uchaishravasam Ashvanam Vidimam Amritodbhavam Airavatam Gajendranam Naranam Cha Naradhipam. Of horses know me as Uchaishravas. Of elephants know me as Airavat, that is Indra's carrier. Both the horse and the elephant came out of churning the ocean by the gods and demons in days of yore. Once, demigods and demons, they made a truce agreement that they want to get nectar, so they will churn the ocean of milk. So from that ocean, both came, this Uchaishrava and elephant. I am the king among mankind. Of all the mans, he is king, means all what is best, that is Krishna. Ayudhanam aham vajram, dhenunam asmi kamadhuk, prajanaschasmi kandarpah, sarpanam asmi vasukihi. Of weapons, I am the thunderbolt, that is the best. Of cows, I am the kamadhenu, the divine wish-yielding cow. This kamadhenu can give unlimited quantity of milk, and that Jamadagni, you know, father of Parashuram, he had one kamadhenu, and in Parashurama's case we are hearing that history. That Kirtivir Arjuna, I think he kidnapped that, and there was problem. Then ultimately Parashuram was killing all those Kshatriyas who were degraded. Kshatriyas should protect the innocent from the evil sinners, and they should protect Brahmins like this, but now they became exploitive, so Parashuram had to rectify that situation. Krishna further says, I am the Cupid, source of all creations. Prajanaschasmi Kandarpa, because he's inducing everyone. Of serpents, I am Vasuki, the serpent king. that upholds the universe. When demigods and demons, they were churning this ocean of milk, they took Sumeru mountain as a rod and Vasuki as a rope by which to churn this snake. And then that Sumeru mountain was going inside the milk ocean. So they prayed to Supreme Lord, and he came as Kurma Bhagavan, tortoise, and he was holding that mountain on his back. Anantaschasmi naganam varunoyadasam aham pitrinam aryamachasmi yamah samyamatam aham yamah samyamatam aham. Of the Nagas, which are a class of demigods with human face and serpent's tail, I am the Anantashesh Dev. That is Anantashesh. He is one is the bed of Vishnu, that is Avatar, but one who holds the universes, he is Shakti Avesh Avatar, Anantashesh Dev. Of ocean dwellers, I am Varun. Of ancestors, I am Aryama. Of dispensers of justice, I am Jama, means Jamaraj, god of death. Everyone has to go to him. He will judge what kind of good activities you did in this life and what kind of bad activities you did. Everything is written or everything is recorded. You cannot deny. And there is no lawyers and these things. No, everything is plain. So then you will have to be judged and get the fruits of your actions accordingly. He does not commit any fault. And Jamaraj is also pure devotee. He is the servant of Krishna. One of the 12 Mahajanas who know about Bhagavad Dharma, means service of Supreme Lord. Praladashchasmi daityanam kalah kalayatam aham mriganam cha mrigendroham vainetayascha pakshinam. Of demons, know me as Pralad. Means Prahlad is not a demon, but he was born in that dynasty, but you know he's a pure devotee. So of the demons, he's Prahlad. Of calculators, I am time. Of brutes, I am the forest king, means lion. Of winged tribes, I am Garuda, son of Vinata. That is only in Puranas, all this how they are appearing. Garuda, son of Vinata. He is the carrier of Vishnu. Pavanah pavatam asmi, ramah shastra britam aham, jashanamakarashchasmi, shrotasam asmi jannavi. Of the speedy or purifiers, I am the wind, that is Vayu. Very powerful and very, that is why Arjuna said, when Krishna told you have to control your mind, then Arjuna said that is very difficult, I think. It is like trying to control the wind. I think it is impossible. Then Krishna said, it is difficult but not impossible. It can be done by repeated practice and by appropriate vairagya, renunciation. So wind purifies everything and is also very fast. So Krishna is this. Of armed warriors, I am Parashuram. He is also Shakti Avesh avatar, empowered avatar of Krishna, to rectify that situation of degraded Kshatriyas. Of aquatic animals, I am a Makara, a fabulous marine animal. I think this is shark, I think, Makara. Because Makara, that that also I have to check, Makara. That some earrings they are having shaped in this. Of rivers, I am the Ganges. That is Jannavi. Sarganam adir antascha madhyam chaivaham arjuna adhyatma vidya vidyanam vadah pravadatam aham. O Arjuna, I am the source, the middle and the terminal of all creations, means destruction. Of all sciences, I am the science of soul. That is to say, the science that deals with God, soul, and matter and their interrelation. That is, Adhyatma Vidya means Sambandha Gyan, knowledge of relationship between Jiva or soul and Krishna and this matter. That is the best knowledge or best science. Of passage of words or arguments, pro and con, I am the principle that asserts truth. Asserts truth, that is important. Because sometimes people, they will argue just for the sake of winning argument for something. But the point of argumentation is to come to conclusive truth. What is the truth? That is the point. So that is Krishna. It should not be any other things. Aksharanam akarosmi dvandvah samasikasya cha aham evakshaya kalo dhataham vishvato mukaha. Of the letters of the alphabet, I am A, the first vowel. Of compound words, I am the dual compound. Of the destructive agents, I am the Mahakal Rudra, that is Shiva, when he destroys this whole universe. On the order of Supreme Lord, he is empowered by him. Of the creative agents, I am the Vidhata or Brahma. Again, Krishna empowers him. We know when Durvasa Rishi was trying to get shelter from Brahma. Then Brahma told, I cannot rescue you from this Sudarshan Chakra. That is the weapon of Supreme Lord Narayan. People think I am creating, but actually I am not. It is by the given power of Supreme Lord that I am creating. So I cannot rescue from his weapon. Then Durvasa went to Shiva, and Shiva said same thing. That is the weapon of Narayan. People think I am the destructor, destroyer, but it is not true. I am given power to do that by Supreme Lord, so I cannot rescue. You have to go to him. But if we see as instrumental, then Krishna saying, because Krishna is everything best what is found in this creation, that are all his Vibhutis, extensions. No one can create like Brahma, and no one can destroy like Shiva. Mrityu sarva harashchaham udbhavascha bhavishyatam kirti shrihvak chanarinam smritir meda driti kshama. Of Caesars by force, I am the all Caesar death. Means one who takes away, seizes, one who takes away, harash, which is the all Caesar, one who takes everything away, that is death. So that is Krishna. Our Gurudev told many times in Harikatha, any moment we may die. No one knows when. So you should think what you will take with you. Can you take anything with you? Not possible, nothing. Even this body you cannot take, nothing you can take. So why you are giving so much importance on material acquisition and thinking this is the ultimate goal of everything? No. Only devotion to Supreme Lord is eternal, and that will go with you. That is stored in soul. Nothing else will go with you. And as much as necessary for our service of Krishna in this world, that much, and in relation to Krishna, we are also accepting material requirements and things for the service of Krishna. That is okay, but not too much, not too less, and in favor of service of Krishna. That is okay. But otherwise, that will take away everything from you. All bank account, money, houses, everything. Nothing you can take. I am the source of all that is to come. Among the feminine qualities, I am fame, fortune, or beauty. Kirti Shrir Vak Chanarinam. Nari means like feminine, that energy. So Kirti Shrir Vak. Fame, fortune, or beauty. Speech, memory, intelligence, constancy, and forbearance. I am all this and also Murti, etc., the consorts of Dharma. So this Shri means fortune or beauty. Kirti means fame. Shrir Vak means speech. Smritir Meda Dritir Kshama, forgiveness or forbearance. Rihatsama Tathasamnam Gayatri Chandasam Aham Masana Marga Shirshoham Ritunam Kushumakara. Mosquito is here. He is also hearing Harikatha. Of humans, I am the great Saman. Of meters, I am the Gayatri. Means the meter in which the Gayatri, the sacred mantra incumbent on all Brahmanas to mutter at least thrice a day, is couched. Of months, I am Agrahayan, corresponding to November and December. Of seasons, I am the spring or flowery one. Dyutam chalayatam asmi tejasvinam aham. Dyutam chalayatam asmi tejasvinam aham. Jayosmi vyavasayosmi sattvam sattvavatam aham. Of the cheats, I am the gambling. Krishna is the best of cheating. Krishna is everything the best. So the best type of cheating is that gambling, because it will give you hope that you will win, you will get more, but ultimately you will lose everything. So you are being totally cheated. So of all the cheats, that is highest, and that is Krishna also. Everything best is he. Among the glorious, I am the glory. G with capital, glory. Among the enterprising and persevering, I am success and firm resolve. Of the strong, I am the strength with S capital. Vrishinam Vasudevosmi, Pandavanam Dhananjayaha, Muninam Apyaham Vyasah, Kavinam Ushana Kavi. Of the scepter of the rulers, no, sorry, this is next. Among the Vrishnis, I am Vasudev, or Shankarshan Baladev. Among the Pandavas, I am Dhananjaya, means Arjuna, the best. Of sages, I am Vyas. Of poets, I am Ushana, the bard, or that is to say Shukracharya, the priest of the demons. So of Vrishnis, he is Krishna himself, Vasudev, or Shankarshan, also Baladev. They are non-different, Krishna and Baladev. Dandoda maya tamasmi, nitir asmi jigishatam, maunam chaivasmi guhyanam, jnanam jnana vatamaham. I am the scepter of the rulers. I am the policy of those who seek to conquer. Of secrets, I am reticence. That is to say, I am the mystery of the mysterious. I am wisdom of the wise, or knowledge of the knowers. Yachapi sarva bhutanam bijam tat aham arjuna na tat asti vinayatsyan maya bhutam characharam. Know me, O Arjuna, as the seat of all things. Nothing moving or inert can exist bereft or independent of me. Nothing is the independent. That is why Krishna is Achyuta. Nothing can be detached from him. Everything is ever linked with him. Nantosti mamati pyanam vibhutinam parantapa esha tu deshatah prokto vibhutervistaro maya. O Parantapa, means tormentor of foes, there is no end to my divine extensions. I have thus given you an indication of my vast divine glories. Yat yad vibhuti mat sattvam shrimat urjitam evava tat tat evava gachatvam mamate jongsha sambhavam. Know, O Arjuna, that whatever object is conspicuous by virtue of its grandeur, glory, might, sublimity, beauty, or loveliness has its origin in a fragment of my divine splendor. Athava bahu naitena kim gyatena tavarjuna vishtabhyaham idam kritsnam ekangshena stito jagat. In short, what need is there of your knowing all this in details, O Arjuna? Do well remember that, supporting this entire universe, I ever exist, pervading in and through by my partial aspect known as Purusha, Antarjamin of Prakriti, means that Paramatma. So here there is explanation. I am the only spiritual reality worshipped by my devotees in the spiritual realm, emanating from my Chit potency, that is internal potency. I am the indwelling monitor of all jivas emanating from my jiva potency. Hence, all the worlds, spiritual and mundane, are mutually and severally related to me, and therefore cannot exist independent of me. Krishna has unlimited potencies, but for us three are relevant: external, internal, and marginal. So internal creates all the spiritual worlds and all the moods and everything in devotion. External creates this Maic world, material world, also looks attractive, but it is devoid of happiness and it deludes. And we are in between, Jiva Shakti. We can choose to go this side or that side according to our choice. But natural is to serve Krishna. Those who want to enjoy that is unnatural, then they have to come to this world, get false ego and all the false desires and activities and then suffering, all this. But everything is coming from Krishna. This is all his potencies. Nothing is existing independent of Krishna. Gist of this chapter. The sum and substance of this chapter is that the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, being the cause of all causes, is the only object of worship. That Brahman, Paramatman, and other gods and objects, conspicuous by their grandeur, power, or loveliness, are but fragments of his divine extensions, and that the super excellence of the divine loveliness of his eternal, beautiful Shyamasundar form over his divine extensions in any sphere, mundane or spiritual, should never be lost sight of. The highest form of worship and its summum bonum are mentioned in the quartet shlokas, 8 to 4, known as the Chatushloki Gita. The highest form of worship, that is of Supreme Lord Bhagavan, endowed with all potencies, not Brahma and Paramatma or other demigods and all this. Highest form is to serve him, origin. Then there are some questions here. Who is purged of all kinds of sins and delusions? That was told in Shloka 3. He who knows me as the one unborn, beginningless, and the Supreme Lord of this world, and realizes the transcendental and the primordial nature of my eternal beautiful Shyamasundar form, and his superiority over the other two aspects of Paramatman and Brahman, is freed from all Maic delusion and is purged of all kinds of sins by my causeless grace. So one who knows Krishna by his grace, he is purged of all sins. We hear this when at the end of 5th canto, Shukadev Goswami was speaking about different kinds of hellish planets, which are meant for those who do particular sins, particular hellish. If you do this kind of sin, you will have to go dead, to suffer like this. So Parikshit Maharaj asked, but is it possible, once you already did sin, is it possible to be rescued? From that, Shukadev said yes, and then first he gave karma kant, atonement, but Parikshit Maharaj said no, that is not fully working. Shukadev said yes. Then he gave from Jnana kant, that is more thorough working, but also not fully working. Then ultimately, Shukadev Goswami explained about this surrender to Supreme Lord and his service. Then that will totally purify you from all sins and tendencies, and without chance of revival. No chance, because you will get higher taste. If you do right activities and you are fulfilled, then, and also full knowledge is there, so you will never want to do any kind of sin. It is impossible. Like if on one side you have a glass of water and on another side glass of sand. If you are thirsty, then maybe you are ignorant, you don't know. So you might take that glass of sand and you will get suffering and your thirst will not be quenched. But if you take that glass of water and your thirst will be quenched and you have an experience of both, then next time it is impossible that you will take that sand. Impossible. Because you know what is beneficial. So like that, one who knows Supreme Lord by his grace, he knows everything. That this is Maya. It seems like existing and knowledge principle and blissful. It seems, but it is not. So one who knows this by the grace of Supreme Lord, he will not be bewildered and he will not go for that. We may know, we may believe, but still we are after that, because practically we did not realize. Practical realization is necessary, not only knowledge or belief. But the more we can engage ourselves in the service of Krishna under the guidance of bona fide Guru, that much higher taste and realization we can get, and automatically also virakti. Simultaneously, that detachment will come from Maya. Because all kinds of sins and delusions, you will be freed. When you are averse to Supreme Lord, who is absolute, all existence, all knowledge, all bliss, when you become averse, then you see shadow. But if you turn towards him, then darkness of ignorance is removed. There is no illusion anymore. Next question. What is the result of acquiring the knowledge of the Lord's sovereign powers and avikalpa yoga? Shloka 7. He who is truly acquainted with the knowledge of my real self, with the knowledge of my sovereign powers and the principle of devotion, is undoubtedly harmonized by avikalpa yoga, that is to say, a yoga which is surely calculated to attain me. So one who will acquire this knowledge, he will attain Supreme Lord. What is the Chatur Shloki Gita? Those 4 verses. all is contained. Whole Bhagavad Gita is contained in those 4 shlokas. We heard that Krishna is the source of everything. Everything is coming from him. One who knows this, he will worship him wholeheartedly. And that devotees, they are mutually enlightening one another by speaking the glories of Supreme Lord, and they are getting transcendental bliss. And that Krishna is the one who gives us the intelligence or the way, idea, how we can come to him. He gives to those who are surrendered to him, who wants to serve him. He gives. And the last one was that, yes, devotees are not ignorant. Krishna enlightens them from within the heart as super soul. He enlightens them with all knowledge they are getting. Gurudev said many times, those who are sincere, Krishna inside their heart, they will help them to know what is what, so that you will not be cheated. But sincere means you really have to desire the service of Krishna. Then, who is endowed with pure intelligence by God? And that is shloka 10 of this Chatu Shloki, that is Tesham Satata Juktanam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam Dadami Buddhi Jogam Tam Jena Mam Upayantete. One who is constantly engaged in the service of Krishna, Tesham Satata Juktanam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam, and he is serving Krishna with love. To him, Krishna will give the clue, the way. Like the gopis, they're always in the service of Krishna. Then Krishna also gives them that clue, way, how they can attain him. When he plays the flute, then how they will attain him. Everything is given by Krishna. This is one example. There are many other examples also. What are the divine extensions of the Lord? Now we were hearing. Whatever is existing in this world, and it is the best, that is extension of Krishna. Even cheating, the best form of cheating is Krishna, gambling. What is the cause of origin of these divine extensions? 41 verse, now we were hearing. Know, O Arjuna, that whatever object is conspicuous by virtue of its grandeur, glory, might, sublimity, beauty, and love or loveliness, has its origin in a fragment of my divine splendor. So you can imagine, all this has its origin in a fragment of my divine splendor, because Krishna is unlimited. And what is the ultimate end of those divine extensions? We heard now. In short, what need is there of your knowing all this in details, O Arjuna? Do well remember that supporting this universe, this entire universe, I ever exist, pervading in and through by my partial aspect known as Purush, Antarjami of Prakriti, knower of Prakriti, that is Paramatma. So, Krishna is all pervading. Nothing is independent of him. One who knows this, he knows everything. Even he may not know some detail, but still he knows everything, because everything is related to Krishna. But if Krishna wants, he can reveal to him any detail also. like what is going now in that part of the world, if Krishna wants to give you that revelation, he can give you. Krishna is everywhere. But even one who realizes that everything is Krishna, he is all pervading, everything is related to him, he also knows everything. And Krishna is unlimited. So it is at the same time both. Those who are pure devotees, they are above Maya. They have no illusion. They know everything and they can rescue others from Maya. But at the same time, they will also say, we don't know everything because Krishna is unlimited. So they are always humble. So here, Krishna is telling, no one can know all details because I'm unlimited. But you should not be concerned by knowing all the details. You know, in general, I'm everything. And also, we need knowledge only for the sake of understanding that we should serve Krishna. One who is serving Krishna, he has best knowledge. Although he may not know all details, some details, and also it is impossible to know everything, but that is no any problem, because the purpose of all knowledge is to make you understand that you should serve Krishna. One who serves Krishna, he has full knowledge. He attained all knowledge, and they don't want to know. They only want to serve Krishna. So there, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, in his Harikathas, many times he is explaining this point. Why you want to know everything? You want to catch everything in your brain, in your knowledge. You want to have everything in your fist. That is wild goose chasing. It is impossible. You can never. And that is not your requirement. Your requirement is service of Krishna, not to know everything. One who does service of Krishna, he knows everything. What is need to be known. And those who are pure devotees, now I said, they will also say we don't know everything. But they know everything. They can rescue us from illusion. So only one has to know Sambandha, that knowledge of relationship, then how to serve Krishna, and what one will attain. That is enough. Then he will serve Krishna, then that is best. That is all we need. But we should not think that because Krishna is unlimited, so one pure devotee may not know everything. That is also not correct. Because at any moment, Krishna may reveal to that pure devotee even some material detail. Like I may think I know some material science about electricity or something, and some pure devotee does not know. So I will think he's not as good. But that will be my foolishness. Krishna at any moment, he can reveal that also. But the point is that I may have some knowledge, but what is the use? He is properly engaged. That is the point. Or sometimes, means it happened, I heard from Gurudev, some devotees, disciples of one known guru, they came to our Gurudev in Govardhan, maybe 2005 or so. So they were saying something about the philosophical points and this and this, like this. So Gurudev understood their their mood at that time and that they are not open. So Gurudev just was like this. Then when they left, I heard from the mouth of Gurudev. I heard. Gurudev said, this is not good. They think they know more than their Gurudev. This is not good. Because we may have some intelligence and we may have some knowledge or heard some scriptures like this, but we did not realize that thing. But we think we are very wise, so we are also not understanding what Gurudev meant or something. Then we think that this is what Gurudev is saying is not fully correct, we know. So that is total foolishness. And we will be deprived of actual benefit. Our ultimate goal is not to know everything, but to serve Krishna. And those who are pure devotees, they are serving Krishna. Like we heard that example. There was that Ram Das Prabhu, he was working in garden. So he does not know Sanskrit shlokas and memorizing and all this, he does not know. But Prabhupada sent that very learned person who wanted to learn the knowledge of Bhagavatam to him. Why? Because he knows Bhagavatam. He knows Bhagavatam practically. Means he accepted the service of Bhagavan and is serving under the guidance of Guru. That is our requirement. Not to know everything and to think I'm great, I know everything. Then we will be deprived of our actual requirement, benefit. So then next chapter is coming. Chapter 11, Vishwarup Darshan Yoga, or the glance of the universal form of the Supreme Lord. Summary: the Virat Rupa, or the universal form of the Lord, is described in this chapter. The Lord, with eyes, ears, faces, arms, and feet everywhere, shows his all-pervading universal form. Arjuna beholds that all beings emanating from the Lord enter into his destructive mouth and are completely absorbed in him. He sees neither the beginning, nor the middle, nor the end of the Virat form of the Supreme Lord. Because if you want to see the middle, there should be this side and that side, and then there is middle. But there is no beginning, there is no end, so where is middle? It's unlimited. He was exceedingly frightened to see Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and all the other brave warriors enter the mouth of his Vishwarup, means this Viratrup, and being smashed to pieces between his terrible jaws. So he entreats the Lord to give up this frightful Virat form and assume the more agreeable human form. That is transcendental human form, not material human form. Thereupon, the Lord consoles him by showing him at first his four-armed and then his two-armed, beautiful human form, at which even the gods like Brahma and Shiva covet to have a glance. They desire to have darshan. That is supreme form, two-handed. Four-handed is like with opulence, that Aishwarya Bhav and open reverence, mood will be there in serving him. But two-handed is sweet form, that is supreme. Even Brahma, Shiva, they want to get darshan, vision of that. No amount of the study of the Vedas, performance of sacrifices, charity or austerity is of any avail to behold that all-attractive human form. But he who worships him with single-minded devotion bears no malice against anybody and has transcended the opposites of the world, is enabled to realize his all-beautiful eternal human Shama Sundar form in his blissful realm. So this is very important point here. Bears no malice against anybody. You know, we heard many times, when Dhruva decided, yes, I will worship Supreme Lord. And Mother understood, yes, he will worship. Then Mother gave warning. But one thing, Dhruva, you should not think your stepmother is the cause of your suffering and you are angry on her and malicious and have hostile mentality. If with such hostile mentality you will worship Supreme Lord, you will not attain him. It is impossible because you are not accepting Supreme Lord. He is the giver of all fruits of our actions. No one can give us anything unless Krishna sanctions that as a fruit of our action. So if we have grudge, hostile mentality or malice towards any jiva thinking he is the cause of my suffering, means I'm not accepting Krishna and his grace. We are hearing that those who are in knowledge, those who see things as they are, they see the grace of Supreme Lord in all circumstances because under his direction everything is going on. He's the giver of fruits. So he's giving me that to rectify myself. Not others are hostile to me. But I did certain actions, now I have to get the fruit to learn from that. And that is given by Krishna through some instrumental. It is his grace. But I'm disturbed. This is bad, he's bad, all this means I'm not accepting Krishna. So what kind of worship will be my Krishna? So we have to accept this truth, practice this truth, and also serve Krishna by Shravan Kirtan and all other services. He who worships him means Krishna with single-minded devotion for his satisfaction and bears no malice against anybody in this world and has transcended the opposites of the world, this duality. He can get vision, darshan, realization of all beautiful, eternal, human, Shama Sundar form in his blissful realm. Then you can be happy. Otherwise, we may do much devotion, so-called devotion, but we will never be happy. We may know so many things, but the happiness is not there. So some defect is there in our surrender, in our service. That is why we are not getting some offense or something is there or some mistake. And also another thing is gradually we can get as much as we surrender, that much we can get as with each morsel of food. We get that much nourishment, that much happiness and that much removal of pain of hunger, that much. So we cannot expect taking 2 bites of prasadam to be fully satisfied. No, you have to take more until you are fully satisfied. Like that, we cannot expect that now I did something, so why I'm not fully happy? We cannot expect this. And at the same time, it is also not true that nothing is there. No. How much we can engage ourselves, that much. And it will take time. Then ultimately, when we will be fully unconditionally surrendered and only serving Krishna, then we can get darshan and full happiness and everything. So there is a degree, it is not black and white. So tomorrow we'll hear this chapter.